Okay, guys, this is the fifth video this morning. Coming back at you again. We left off. I was talking about this spring-summer rig that I was setting up. This belt kit. This crap here is temporary. I just put it on there to fill up some real estate, so I can kind of get a feeling of this situation. I'm probably gonna do away with this belt because I hate this buckle. This buckle is stupid. And I don't even know why they went to it. Somebody thought they had a bright idea. You know, it's just too. I mean, listen to that, man. What the heck, right? I mean, you can't even try to like make it quiet. I mean, you can get it on there. I mean, I just did it, but you should not have to. You should not have to. You should not have to, oh, I gotta make it quiet. It shouldn't be like that. It should be able to where you could just get it on there and walk away, right? So, somebody in a lab thought of that buckle. They probably should be slapped upside the head. So, right here we got your regular old war belt. Nothing on top of it. My brown kit has the Molly adapter on top of the war belt. Has the old school, you know, old school steel connection in the front. I think modern ones, they got side release or something. So. And it's not easy to take this piece of crap off of here and change it out to something else. So I'm gonna have to find a belt. If anybody's got an extra one they want to get rid of, well, I just might be interested. So anyway, I cobbled this one up to get some ideas of how I wanted some stuff. Right. So I talked about the canteens in the last one. I got my butt pack on there. So the butt pack is a Spec Ops SOB butt, Soldiers Optimized butt, right? So that's what that is. That's the old Woodland, right? The new French camouflage, I call it new because it's the newest, right? Is the CE, right? CEE? I can't remember. They a lot of times they use a lot of the same nomenclature for things. They'll say, oh, this is the F1 and this is the F2, and then later they'll say, oh, well, this is the F2 of this. You know, they don't change acronyms and wordings around a lot, even if they change something. So, did I remember? Well, I'm not gonna keep on with that. I get off on these tangents, but so in this setup, I have the old school H harness. This is an actual canvas, okay? You don't want to, if you get into painting some of your kit, you don't want to paint canvas because canvas rots if you paint it, okay? You can paint nylon, alright? So if you got nylon pouches or something, you can paint those. You don't have to worry about that rot situation. But canvas, you have to worry about it because it will rot. So this butt is attached via paracord, okay, and yeah, so the canteens are on there with paracord, and the butt pack is on there with paracord, and these power bar pouches are still with the Alice clips, okay? Those are still with the Alice clips. You don't want those like moving around a whole lot. You want them pretty stiff so that when you need to get your power bars out quick, you don't have a lot of fumbling around, right? Yeah. So anyway, this is the beginnings of the spring summer belt rig. Although I hate this belt buckle, and I've gained a little bit of weight over the years, so so when I first bought this belt, I think I picked that up at a flea market or something, or a military surplus. I thought, well, it'd be good to have an extra belt, right? But I didn't really I don't think I really liked this buckle much even then, but it was there, and it was like $1 or something. So I thought, oh well, I'll get it, and I'll have an extra for somebody else. If somebody needs one, a friend or what have you, then I've got it, right? So I think it was like $1 back when you could get surplus for surplus prices, right? So yeah. So when we start getting into our Minuteman series, which this isn't the Minuteman series yet, I'm just talking. I'm just talking, right? So we get into the Minuteman series, we're going to start talking about, in detail, we're going to start talking about, first line, second line, and all that. Okay, you guys probably know that drill already. But you'll obviously be hearing it from my perspective. So, this particular Alice pack here. Now this Alice pack, I did a couple of mods to it, and Helicon Techs got wind of this. I did years ago, like 10 years ago, did these mods. Okay, so did some mods. These side pouches, I got this Bren gun style side pouches on this one too. Okay, these are in like a Ranger green or something, and they got wind, and they created something, right, with the similar pouch setup, but it's a much cheaper material. I think it's like 200 denier nylon or something. Anyway, it's like paper thin. That would last me one spring summer season and probably crap out. That's what I'm thinking. Now I'm just thinking that without actually having one, but I'm not going to run out and buy one because I saw videos on it and it looks like it's made more for just going out and having a bit of fun. It's not a war fighter, grade thing. So this morning I put this back on this particular frame, which I had set up this frame for my my Spec Ops Recon Ruck. I had set this frame up for that in case I wanted to use a frame. A lot of times for a medium Alice I do not use a frame because it's more or less a patrol pack. I'm not going to be carrying huge loads in it, right? But when you get into your rucksack, okay, you're going to want a frame in your rucksack. So, and my autumn-winter rucksack is my Tactical Tailor Malice, okay, in Coyote Brown. And it has its own frame and all that. But so I got this set up on here just to show you. We'll be talking about different sizes of pack. You got your rucksack, and you got your patrol pack, and you got your web kit, right? So, and right now I've got a liner bag in here Basically, I filled it full of air and I sealed it up and put it in there just so it would, you know, not be just a bag hanging around for the video. But you always want to have a big liner bag in your rucksack, okay? And then you want to compartmentalize everything. You want to make up yourself pods of this and that. So you want to know what's in each little pod. That you need to compartmentalize everything, especially if you go down to the jungle. You're going to want a dry bag of dry bags. That's the way you want to run down there in the jungle, because everything is wet all the time. And if you get a small compromise on your main dry bag in your liner bag, if you get some kind of a small compromise, then all your stuff ain't getting wet inside. Even if it's a small compromise, all your stuff is still dry because you've compartmentalized everything in other dry bags, right? And you want to be able to just reach in and grab something and know, this is my food bag, this is my extra dry clothing bag, this is this bag, this is that bag, okay? That's the way you want it. So there ain't any thinking about it, really. So on my tactical tailor, I made a grab handle that attaches directly to the frame, because I want it to attach directly to the frame rather than the sack bag itself. And I'm going to have to do something like that with this. I'm going to have to buy 2 more Alice frames. If I can find them. I need a couple of them in good condition. And I got spring and summer, a rucksack, and a patrol pack, right? What if I don't want to constantly be taking frame on and off of either or, right? Most of the time, patrol pack, no frame. It rides on top of my web gear, right? It's going to ride on the butt pack. It's just going to ride there. And I'm not worried about a frame most of the time. There may be a time when I need a frame, so I want to have an extra frame for both my medium Alice for the spring and summer and my medium Spec Ops Recon Ruck for autumn winter. Man, I'm running out of time already. I burned through these minutes. This is the 5th video, and I still haven't gotten to map cases. I'll talk about map cases real quick. So I modified that Ranger Joe's map case, right? So had that hook part of the Velcro on there. Took a 1-inch wide webbing and I sewed it on there as best I could. I had a hard time because it's several layers of material, and I got a little domestic machine and it just didn't want to sew it. But it's on there. I sewed it pretty good there on each end, and then I got a few little passes there, a couple little passes. It's on there. But the main thing is that I got this loop here. I got this loop of doubled flat webbing. So that's sewed on there really good. I got a nice good sew on that, and so that way if I'm up high and it's windy and this is attached to me, I am not going to lose my map, because losing your map could mean your death, okay? And so my map itself is inside of a 12-inch by 12-inch lock sack, which is this, okay? 12 by 12 lock sack. Put that on your notes. And that fits exactly inside also this Spec Ops map case, you know, which I don't think they make anymore. Alright, I'm out of time. Hope you enjoyed it. You got questions? Email.